Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to KRP Creative Physics once again. So in this particular video, we are going to learn basically two topics here, acceleration and retardation. So we are going to learn about acceleration as well as retardation. So this particular topic is related to kinematics. Already regarding kinematics, I have explained three videos. So one is for introduction and one is for distance and displacement and another one is for speed and velocity. So after the completion of speed and velocity video, so now in this video we are going to learn about the new topic. The name of the topic is acceleration and retardation. So before entering into this particular topic, once again I am reminding everyone that please watch my channel regularly and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the notifications. Okay, remember all these things here. So now we are going into the topic here. So let's see. First we are going to learn about acceleration. So what is our topic here? Acceleration. So denoted with small a. Denoted with small a. So generally what is meant by acceleration means the rate of change of velocity. So how can we define the acceleration in one sentence here? Simply rate of change of velocity is said to be acceleration. So then what is the actual meaning of that particular statement here? So whenever if there is a change in velocity with respect to time, so then that is said to be acceleration. So how can we find the acceleration of a particular object here? So it is given by acceleration equals to, so acceleration equal to what? Change in velocity. Change in velocity by time. So this is a simple principle we will use to find the acceleration of any object. Okay, na? So what is meant by acceleration here? What is the principle to find acceleration? Acceleration equal to change in velocity by time. So how can we define here? Rate of change of velocity I said. So rate means by time. So in denominator we will find the time. So change in velocity means change in velocity. So difference in velocity. Okay na? So if the velocity of an object changes with respect to time, so then it is said to be acceleration. Okay. So here acceleration is two types here. So this is normal acceleration. It is said to be positive acceleration. But one more type of acceleration is there. So that is said to be negative acceleration. So let's see negative acceleration, or it is also said to be retardation or deacceleration. Three names are there. So what are the three names here? So negative acceleration, deacceleration or retardation. So before going to know about that particular retardation, let's see the units of acceleration first. Units. So if we consider the units of acceleration and retardation, both are having same units. But if we consider the units here first, in SI system, so change in velocity by time. So simply what we can write here, A equal to delta V by T. Delta V means difference in velocity, change in velocity. So what is the SI unit of velocity? Meters per second. What is the SI unit of time? Second. So what we can write here, meter per second by second. So meter per second per second. So what we will get if we rearrange this equation, we will get meter per second square. So this is the SI unit of acceleration as well as retardation. So in terms of CGS unit, it becomes meter becomes centimeter, second square will be second square. So this is the CGS unit of acceleration and retardation in terms of CGS system. Okay na? So these are the complete details about the acceleration and the units of acceleration. Okay friends, let's learn the differences between acceleration and retardation. Okay, first we will see we'll consider acceleration here. So if we consider acceleration, so just now I told here, so how can we define acceleration here in another manner? Rate of increase in velocity. Simply it is said to be rate of increase in velocity. Rate of increase in velocity is said to be acceleration. So then how can we define retardation here? It is quite opposite to this one. So that means rate of decrease in velocity. Rate of decrease in velocity. So that is the difference. So here during the acceleration, velocity is going to increase with respect to time. And during retardation, velocity is going to decrease with respect to time. That is the main difference. So now I am going to write here, during the acceleration, velocity increases. Velocity increases. So what about retardation? During retardation, velocity decreases. Velocity decreases. So after the completion of these 2 points, if we consider the third point, so if we consider acceleration, especially initial velocity is there, na? So initial velocity of the object is always less than final velocity. So that means, we have to assume that initial velocity is denoted with u, amma. Initial velocity is denoted with letter u, and final velocity is denoted with v. You should know these two terms. U for initial velocity, v for final velocity. So during acceleration, final velocity is always greater than initial velocity. So therefore what we can write here, final velocity is always greater than initial velocity. This is what you should remember. Why? Because velocity is continuously increases now. That's why final velocity is greater than initial velocity. So what about here? During this one, velocity is continuously decreases. So that's why initial velocity is always greater than final velocity. So during the retardation, initial velocity is always greater than final velocity. So these are the differences. And next, if we consider the fourth one, we will consider one example for acceleration to understand clearly. Freely falling objects. So freely falling objects. All the freely falling objects are said to be in acceleration. Why? Because when an object is moving downward direction, when an object is falling freely towards the earth, its velocity continuously increases. So when velocity increases means that is said to be in acceleration. So what is the example here? All the freely falling objects. All the freely falling objects are best examples for accelerated objects. And what about here? So what is the best example for retardation? Quite opposite we will consider. Upward thrown objects. So if we throw an object, if we throw one particular object vertically in upward direction, its velocity continuously decreases. You know that one. That's why again it returns back to the earth. So when we throw any object in upward direction vertically straight with respect to the earth, against the earth, its velocity continuously decreases. So why its velocity is going to decrease? Why? Because it is moving against the gravity. So gravitational force is always acting downward direction. But we are throwing the object in upward direction. It is moving against the gravity. That's why its velocity continuously decreases. So what is the example for retardation here? What I am writing here? All the upward thrown bodies. All the upward thrown bodies. All the upward thrown bodies are the best examples for retardation. So these are the examples. Units already you know that one. Meter per second square, centimeter per second square. This is the fifth difference. So here also we have to write the same units. Meter per second square, centimeter per second square. So these are the main important differences between acceleration and retardation. So everyone need to know about this particular topic here. That's why I'm doing this video. Okay friends, after the completion of differences between acceleration and retardation, so now we are going to learn 3 more topics. So these 3 topics are very, very important. So first topic is uniform acceleration. So we need to learn what is meant by uniform acceleration. Okay, right. So what is meant by uniform acceleration here? If an object covers equal changes in velocity in equal time intervals. So once again I am repeating here. If an object covers equal changes in velocity in equal time intervals, so then that particular object is said to be moving with uniform acceleration. So it's very simple. Uniform means what here? Equal changes in velocity in equal time. So velocity should be changed equally with respect to equal time. So then it is said to be uniform acceleration. So best example is same, freely falling objects. So if we consider freely falling object, it is moving with uniform acceleration. Okay. And next topic is non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration. So let's see what is meant by non-uniform acceleration. So it is quite opposite to uniform acceleration here. So what is meant by non-uniform acceleration? If an object covers unequal changes in velocity unequal changes in velocity in equal time intervals. Unequal changes in velocity in equal time intervals. So that means in this case during uniform acceleration velocity is unequally changing with respect to time. So then that particular object is said to be moving with non-uniform acceleration. So if we consider example for non-uniform acceleration, very simple. Motion of speeding car in heavy traffic. Motion of speeding car in heavy traffic. So why? Because in case of traffic, it is moving with its own velocity. So its velocity is not changing in a particular process. So its velocity is changing irregular manner. So that's why it is best example for non-uniform acceleration. And next we will consider the last topic here. So that is said to be very, very important. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. So this particular thing is denoted with small g. So everyone need to know about this one. This is the basic content of physics in kinematics especially. Okay. So what is that one? Acceleration due to gravity. So what is meant by acceleration due to gravity here? So if I drop this piece of chalk, it is moving downward direction. So why it is moving downwards? Everyone know that we are going to say gravitational force. That is the reason. Okay now. So in the same way, every freely falling object experiences some acceleration. It gains some acceleration due to gravitational force. Due to the gravitational force. So this particular acceleration is said to be acceleration due to gravity. In this one only clear meaning is there. Acceleration due to gravity, due to the gravitational force. So this particular acceleration is said to be acceleration due to gravity. Once again I am remaining here. Definition. Every freely falling object experiences some acceleration due to the gravitational force of the earth. Not only earth, due to the gravitational force of any celestial body like moon, sun, all the things. So then this particular acceleration possessed or gained by the object is said to be acceleration due to gravity. And here you should remember g value of the earth. That means acceleration due to gravity of the earth is always we will use, you should remember 9.8 meter per second square. And if we consider the g value of moon is given by 1.63 meter per second square. And g value of the sun is highest. This is around 27.3 meter per second square. These three values you should remember in competitive exams. G value of earth is 9.8 meter per second square. G means acceleration due to gravity. So acceleration due to gravity of earth is 9.8 meter per second square. So G value of moon 1.63 meter per second square. G value of sun is 27.3 meter per second square. So these particular values you should remember for further competitive purpose, and at the same time when we are going to solve the problems in next videos regarding kinematics. So this is about this particular video here. So in this video we have discussed acceleration, differences between acceleration and retardation, uniform acceleration, non-uniform acceleration, acceleration due to gravity, and values of acceleration due to gravity of earth, moon and sun. So these topics we discussed in this particular video. Okay. So once again I am reminding everyone that subscribe my channel and watch my channel regularly. When you are going to watch my videos, you should watch complete video. So that is very, very important. So you should watch the full video. Then only you are going to get the knowledge. Otherwise, you are going to get some amount of knowledge only. Okay. So that's why I request everyone that watch the full video. So again we are going to meet in the next video. Okay. Right. Thank you. Bye.